That's fucking true. That is
I'm sure. Oh, you want to hear that?
Yeah, he wants to hear. He wants it to be loud.
If it's gonna
come in
hit.
with the question then?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.
Dude, so
Talk to me.
because I don't really know. I don't really. Folks may not understand how much of a Chicago legend, seriously, yourself is.
Thank you.
You have your hands in different things. My question is though, from the beginning, what was your last job?
Like, what do you mean by job?
Yeah, see, funny mother. What was your last job like?
Well, you just had to go to work. You had no creative.
To go to work. There's nothing.
Hey.
Your influence means dick to whatever the fuck we got going. You know what I'm saying? You're here for this check, and I'm here for you to do these hours.
Yeah, he was doing some labor or some shit.
The last job, if that's what we're calling it,
We're gonna call it a job.
would have been, time as you get older, time
It's all
works.
one.
I would say
Because you're not counting Foot Locker, no shit like that, right?
no.
I'm counting all that shit. No.
Same year, it would have been. I came home from the Marine Corps in '88, so I would say
Happy birthday.
Thank you. '88. 88.
What was you doing? What was your job?
I had two.
Okay.
I was working at Hopkins and Sutter Law Firm
Okay.
as a file clerk.
No creative director there.
No.
Okay.
During the day, and at night, I was the grease guy
Oh, wow.
at Burger King.
What?
That nigga said, fuck.
That don't make you say fuck.
They don't even got that job no more, dude.
And I tell you for a fact,
It's a grease guy.
I have done thousands of interviews. I've never told anybody that.
That's never been
So my job, and I got both those jobs because of my Aunt Tootie. Her real name is Phyllis, but I call her Aunt Tootie.
Shout out all day.
And
Shout out Binky.
it was really just like, because I already had kids at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Had to motivate
I really, you know what I'm saying? So the job at the law firm was, I thought prior to doing this, that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
I wanted to be an attorney.
So when did the transition come into play?
How did you
Because you said 88. I was actually, the real thing I was going to say, what were you doing in 89? But since you said 88,
I'm gonna
you know what I'm
give you
saying?
the transition. So I was doing the law firm thing, which was dope, by the way. I was a file clerk, but I was a different file clerk because my aunt worked for the partner.
Oh.
So
Shout out to Gene. I love you, Gene.
so the cases and stuff that I was seeing, and like I was the guy, like I tell people, like, well, I've told people that, I was the guy, like, and it wasn't criminal court, it was more real estate.
Real estate, yeah.
But it was like, oh, this then that is like, oh, what document blah blah blah. I was a guy that would run
To go get document B.
Because it wasn't digital.
You know what I'm saying?
You was the digital. They called
Yep, well, no digital.
Diego digital.
The equivalent of a runner
So
if
that
we
was
was on,
that
if
was
we was on the floor.
a true 9 to 5, and then 4 days out of the week
You at
I
Burger
would
King.
work at Burger King from 12 to 5 in the morning. So I would, clean the kitchens up and all that, and then so I would get off work at 5. I would take a shower, whatever.
Get that grease smell off you.
Yeah, but then I had to. But then I couldn't go to sleep because I had to be
Right back.
at 8:30.
Right back.
And then I did that. I did that for about a year.
About a year.
But so the progression into who you know now was while I was working at the law firm, my lunch breaks, I would go out. State Street back then looked totally different than it does now.
My God.
You had, the Foot Lockers and the City Sports and all those guys on.
Right there on State.
Yep.
Marshall Fields, that whole
All
zone.
All
Man,
that. So,
please.
I started getting a subscription to GQ.
Oh.
And I'm giving you the whole.
Generals Quarterly.
Come on.
I started getting a subscription to GQ in 6th grade, and that's because of my, rest in peace, my Uncle Paul, our uncle.
Rest in peace.
Shout out.
Who taught me everything that I need to know about fashion, right? And I didn't know it at the time, but I'm a visual guy, and I would just see this shit, and so I would go in Foot Locker, and I would talk to the guys, and of course I would buy some stuff, but
it was more so the conversations and the relationships being built.
I didn't really realize it at the time, but I knew more than them. And it just so happened that one day I was in there and I became a frequent face, if you will. The manager, Brian, shout out Brian. I'm not gonna give you his last name. Good, he's a good dude. He's just a private.
Brian at Foot Locker. Look him up.
He approached me. He was like, "Listen, man,
I already know why.
I need some help. I can't put you on the sales floor, but we need a stock guy. And maybe eventually you get." I was like, "Nah, this is not what I want to do. I'm gonna be an attorney." I tell him
straight
this
out
3-4 times, right? And then finally one day I just like keep it real with you, like. I'm bougie. I got to a point where I got to a point where like
when a nigga know his fault.
Hey, like, look, I'm just gonna tell you, look, okay.
The grease shit at Burger King, even though I needed to do it at the time, and whatever, I don't even remember what I was making, but whatever I was making was helping.
Whatever you need to get.
Whatever I needed to do.
You said you had baby
kids,
stands, so yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Like, I did whatever I needed to do because I was really trying to find my way. And I didn't know who or what I wanted to be at the time.
88, 89, how old are we right now? No, I'm just saying because you got
22.
Oh, he changed the shit, dude. 22.
I'm 22, 23 at this time.
22, 23. Got babies. We working 2 gigs, you know what I'm saying, to make sure everything goes this way, that way. But by my own words, I'm bougie. I don't know how long I'm about to continue to do this or that or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
So I really sat back and I thought about it and I was like, you know what? This might be, and then it's economic and timing. Like I'm tired too because, 4 days out of the week, I'm getting 3 hours of sleep.
That's it.
Right?
You young.
So, yeah.
You sound like dad on some goofy shit.
You don't need no sleep. Sleep when you did.
But then I'm like, okay, let me see what this is, right? And I would say I didn't quit Burger King.
Okay.
Because I work Burger King during the week.
Job, nigga.
I work Burger King during the week, so I had the weekend thing, and so I wanted to see.
Could you do it?
That nigga Corey was like, "Hey, I need some help."
So I did. So I was there. I was there for about a month, only working Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
And one Saturday, it got extremely busy. And the guy who was the head sales guy,
he was there that rep.
No, he called off. He had a family emergency. Not like some fake nigga call. Like he had like
some
a
real shit.
Like he had a real family emergency. He called off.
They put you on the register? They said, fuck it?
No, I was still in the stock room, but then about midway through the day, like 2, 3 o'clock, maybe like 2 o'clock, they asked me to come out of the stock room to help with customers. Well, because I was the stock guy, I knew everything.
Everything.
So I could get the stuff. I could go where you went this way. I know.
Nigga, so
better.
Foot Locker was your. I thought you grew at Foot Locker when people were seeing you.
I was in Foot Locker for a year and a half. That's where I started.
Nigga, it seemed like you was there forever.
No.
So how did you meet Corey?
I met Corey later.
Well, I'm not. Well, how did that happen? How did that?
That's later. That's later on. You gotta
So
think about like
Foot Locker happened. You did something else. And then how did you
You
even meet
23
Corey?
at Foot Locker and then
Foot
going
Locker,
forward.
City Sports,
Right.
Tony's,
Yeah.
Tony's.
But how did you meet Corey? How did you and Corey?
Reebok.
How did you and Corey even? How did
So
that?
Corey and
Some
I
Hyde Park
Corey
shit?
and I have a crazy relationship because, you know, even though we lived in Hyde Park, my grandfather lived over east.
Okay.
And my mom and I too. Like even when Amar was little, we lived over east.
And Paul.
76 in Essex. 7620 to be exact.
Shout out to Telltale.
And then, Chicago, hey, let's not get it twisted though. Like family jumped up and down Essex.
Yeah.
From 76 to 80th. Up and down that motherfucker from building to building.
Yeah, my grandfather lived on 77th in Essex for about 55, maybe 60 years.
Oh shit.
Moved
White
three,
people was back then.
Look, moved 3 times
But up
on
and
the
down
same
Essex.
block.
Right, but up and down Essex.
On 77.
On
Up and down
77,
Essex.
okay.
On
On
the
70.
same block.
Got it.
Hey, he moved and was ironing another block. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna be even numbers next year.
So he and I connected through his cousins
Okay.
because I played ball at Eckersall Park.
Eckersall.
Yeah, shout out to
I know
Eckersall.
Eckersall. Rab. I gotta shout out all my Eckersall people. Hey, Rab, K.I., Murder.
Again,
Hey,
Telltale. Shout out
So,
to Telltale.
Eckersall.
you gotta understand, like I came up in a time like playing ball with Tim Hardaway
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and Gee and you know all them. So that's how we connect because I knew his cousin, and then I also played. Wasn't that good? But I also played basketball. Was cool. Baseball, I was okay. But I also played baseball at Eckersall Park.
Meanwhile, he thought he was gonna be a lawyer. He's like, hey.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, in Chicago, I don't know if we got any other people who aren't from Chicago watching the pod.
What sport Corey
You
play?
have to know basketball.
What sport
you have
Corey
to, You
play?
have to know how to get down.
Baseball.
He
was
good
a
at
baseball
baseball.
player.
He looked like a
He's a
little
baseball
Corey's
player.
really
Chris
good.
Gilkey is a
Corey-
he was a
he's a
baseball
smart
player.
dude. He's
Corey
a
played at Southern, and like Scourge. Corey was
Yeah, he's
really
a
good.
baseball
He a
player.
baseball
decent
dude.
as hell.
He a baseball
Yeah,
dude.
if it wasn't for his knee injuries, Corey probably would have been pro.
Corey was decent as hell.
Okay. All right.
What high school did you go to, Diego?
You know, that's a touchy subject.
That's a,
That's how you asking him his real name. He's like,
Yeah.
But I didn't do that.
he said, yeah.
you had mentioned Uncle Paul. I just want to give him a shot because I don't think y'all understand what this man was doing back in the days. And if you stayed in that area where he's talking about at Essex,
Over East.
over that time, your prom dress, tux, made. He had the sewing machine built in the wall. He was able to make jeans, and he would do this shit freehand.
He was taking care of the shorties like that.
He would do
I
the
mean, whatever you needed like
So
that.
let me break
about to
this.
start
Let me
the
break
pod.
this down. Let me break this down even further.
tried,
and I would
about to-
tell you,
No,
I would tell you, every interview that I have ever done, I always shout out my Uncle Paul because he taught me everything, not knowing that he was teaching me, but he taught me everything that was about fashion, and I can give you all type of anecdotes. I'm gonna give you something real quick.
This
I'm
Chicago,
gonna give you something real quick. Okay. I was probably he went to CBS, by the way.
No doubt.
This is when CBS was a real vocation.
Real,
Yeah,
no,
real vocation.
So this
doubt.
is, I'm talking 76, 77, 78, like, right? Me and him, and he smoked, whatever. Me and him sitting, he's smoking, we talking. So at this time, I'm like 10, 11. We're just sitting, shooting the shit, whatever, listening to music. He's also how I got my music taste. He turned me on to Gino Vanelli and, you know, all those type of people back in the day.
So much shit.
And phone rings. It's house phone days, okay?
House phone, y'all.
House phone with the cord. They went
sir.
down the hallway, right?
Yes, sir.
A friend of his called him and was like, hey, Paul, forgot to call you and tell you so-and-so, so-and-so, I'm saying that because I don't remember the person's name, is having a gathering this evening. They really want you to be there, and it's a good spot for you to be because this could be potential clients
Okay.
for you.
What was Paul doing at the time?
This is when the phone call came.
Yeah.
Drinking some Chablis and smoking a
Vibe.
not a blunt, but a joint.
A joint, yeah. We joints. This early 80s, right? For the most
Not
part.
saying 80s, 70s.
70s?
This
It's
before,
70s.
this before I'm born.
Yeah, it's
It's
70s.
before any
He
you
ain't even
born.
born yet. Because me and, like,
He's your uncle, but y'all are right there.
it's
You know
like
what I'm
me
saying?
every day. Okay? So he's like, well, what time does it start? Now, mind you, I don't hear the other end. I just hear
Him.
what
Right.
he's saying. Okay, ends at 10. Okay, it's like maybe like 4. Goes into, he's had these, now we would call them storage totes, but back in the day it was cardboard.
Okay.
These cardboard containers that he just would have material in.
Tons
He's
of
like pulling this out, pulling this out, pulling this out, lays a pattern out. He's like, I'm going to get in the shower. I need you to cut this. So, by the way, I know how to cut patterns. Just so you know. So I'm
Y'all hear him? Hey.
You heard what he was.
So I like cut this stuff out. So he trusts me so much that he could go into the shower
Right.
and knew that I was
hear you.
going to cut, at this point, that I would cut it out right, properly. Now, I fucked some shit up before, but.
Not this time.
So I cut everything out. He gets out of the shower. He's got the towel wrapped around his waist and makes him something to wear.
Right there.
So the event.
Wow.
This is who
It changed your life.
This is who
Changed your life.
No, it changed my life. But I'm just telling you, this is a Tuesday. This is who our uncle was.
And that goes to your point in the sense
Said
of
Tuesday night.
No,
Tuesday
no.
afternoon.
I see the same thing. I know what he's saying in the sense of like he's teaching you without knowing he's teaching you.
Yeah.
Like he's using you as a little apprentice. Like I'm gonna hop in the shower. I can do 2 things at once because I got him here.
No, he knew.
But at the same time, he didn't know this.
Not
He didn't know
necessarily.
this. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
he
Like-
not necessarily this, but he knew he was teaching me.
Yeah,
He
but
knew because he was on that.
But did he know he wasn't? He didn't know that he would teach you. He knew he was teaching you a life skill, but at the time or whatever, like you said, your dream was to be a lawyer or whatever. So it's like this will go good, or this is second to that.
No.
But he didn't know that you would take what you taught him. I mean, what he taught you and make it the leading. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, not that. But my uncle always told me, like, I see you. Like, I see your eye. Like, you're gonna be a fashion guy. I was like, nah.
Okay, so he saw what you didn't see.
No,
Okay.
I was like, no.
So that's different.
Like, he's like, no. Like, my uncle and I spent a lot of time together.
Is he still here?
No.
No, he passed away.
Did he pass before he saw you become what he
Yes.
said?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
He saw the beginning of it though.
He saw the
he saw the
He saw the Reebok.
He saw Reebok. Yeah.
He saw the Reebok.
He saw Tony's and Reebok.
He saw Tony. He definitely saw Tony's.
He saw
well, the
Tony's.
fact that you was in fashion.
No, he saw.
But- but
and he was
This
like,
person that wants to
he
be a
was
lawyer
like-
is working at Tony Sports. He like, I know what that means.
One of the last things he said to me, and this is another thing I've never said on camera. One of the last things he said to me was, "You're it."
How much did that sentence play into your life going
I
forward?
don't.
Do you use it or do
I
you?
just thought about it right now.
Okay.
I was gonna say
That's what I was gonna
you never even
I've
paid
never
attention
used it.
to
I'm
that.
telling you right
You know
now.
what I'm saying?
But
I'm
And
damn
it's
near.
full- and
I'm
it's full
damn
circle.
near.
Right,
I'm damn near.
right,
I'm
right,
damn
right.
near in tears.
It's full
because
circle right now.
I literally just thought about that
I'm gonna tell you something.
right now.
I
after
just saw
all these years.
And this is another full circle in the sense of I just saw an interview with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg said that I was cool with James Brown. James Brown told me back in the 90s. Snoopy, he said that's what he, Snoopy, you got it, man. You are it. And he's like, James Brown saw this Snoop that's sitting here right now.
Then.
And that's what your uncle did. Your uncle saw, like, I know you got dreams to be a lawyer. I know you're young. You haven't seen the world. But, you know, given all of that, then it
Bathroom break.
Yeah, it teaches you all of that to go for it. We all, nigga.
No, I fucked with that.
Hey, come
I fucked with that segment. I'm glad I asked that shit.
come right back on with your question.
You open some shit up.
Yeah, I like that. What time is it? 7? Yeah, it happens.
So no, you mentioned it, so I already knew where he was gonna go with that, and I knew it was gonna. When he said our Uncle Paul, I just knew. I was like, I just got it. But I know you wanted to jump into that, but I just knew that was a yeah. Because it's 7:03, so
40 minutes, 45 minutes, you know what I'm
saying?
Just chop it up in half or whatever. But I liked that. I know that wasn't supposed to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I know
saying?
it wasn't.
I know it wasn't. He